Hey guys, so I'm sure a lot of you are super curious about your post TDA. I did go ahead and post it in No Red Ink. And if you've looked in Google Classroom, and I think I've seen a few of you guys try to comment to me or email to me, Ms. Rivers, do we have to do this right now? Ms. Rivers, what is this? Ms. Rivers, Ms. Rivers. I don't want you to panic, but I did post the graphic organizer in Google Classroom. So you're going to start seeing things for this post-assessment TDA in Google Classroom and in No Red Ink. And this video that you are watching right now is going to explain to you my expectations of when you need to work on your TDA and what you need to do for your grade for your TDA. So the first thing that I'm going to show you in Google Classroom, and I'm just using my academic one as an example, all my Google Classrooms are the same. At the very top, when you hit classwork, at the very top, you're going to see a topic that you have not seen yet, and it's called Unit 2 Post-Assessment TDA. When you click on the graphic organizer underneath that topic, it'll say, using the prompt and the text from the 7th grade post-assessment TDA, please complete the following graphic organizer before you type your TDA response in No Red Ink. This will be a quiz grade. Do not skip this step. If you notice up here in the corner, it is due December 22nd at 3:45 p.m. That is our last day of school before the winter break. So that's the last day of school for my A cohort kiddos, and for my B cohort kiddos, we're not coming to school on the 23rd, which would be that Wednesday. So even you guys are going to need to have this turned in to me before December 22nd. Or on December 22nd at 3:45. So everybody is responsible for this. It is going to be a quiz grade. This is what it looks like. It'll look kind of familiar to you. You should be kind of comfortable with it. You'll see it is a chart that says reason, evidence, and explanation. In this box, you will put your reason 1. In this box, you will put your reason 2. In this box, you will put your reason 3. In the evidence box in this first row that is highlighted blue, you will put your evidence that supports reason 1, and then you will have an explanation that supports how your evidence connects to reason 1. So all of this will be body paragraph 1, just like we did in our TDA before. Down here, you'll put reason 2, and you'll find evidence that supports your second reason. And then you'll write an explanation that explains how your evidence supports your second reason. And then the same thing for the third. You will have your third reason, evidence, and an explanation. Your explanation needs to support your evidence, and your evidence needs to support the reason. Same thing. You will then have a thesis statement, which is going to be your claim plus 3 reasons. Remember, your thesis statement is the direct answer to the prompt without any evidence or explanation, okay? So just like we did before, if you want to look at your graphic organizer from the TDA that you wrote before to help you build your thesis statement for this graphic organizer, that is totally fine. That is encouraged. That is what I expect you to do. Use what you have before to help you complete this new TDA, okay? Topic sentence for body paragraph 1 is going to be your claim plus your reason 1. Your topic sentence for body paragraph 2 will be your claim plus reason 2. And then your topic sentence for body paragraph 3 will be your claim plus reason 3. Remember, for each body paragraph, you must have a topic sentence, evidence, and an explanation. You need 3 things. 3. Topic sentence, evidence, explanation. 3 things. I'm going to switch over to No Red Ink right now, and I'm going to switch it to Student View. My No Red Ink looks a little bit different than yours because every time I assign something, I assign it 4 times because it assigns itself individually to each class. So you will see that I have 4 copies of each assignment that you only have 1 of. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't think you have a million things due in No Red Ink. It's just me. And then you're going to come down here to where it says 7th grade TDA Unit 2 post-assessment. I've already posted this. It's in Google Classroom. It's in No Red Ink, waiting on you. The graphic organizer is already posted in Google Classroom. So whenever you want to start working on this, you are more than welcome to start working on this. My advice to you is to get this done as soon as possible. Please don't wait until December 22nd to turn this in. This is not one of those assignments, and I am not going to be very happy if you try to turn it in after December 22nd. I'm going to be on winter break. I'm going to try to get all of these graded. This TDA essay in No Red Ink right here is a high grade. The graphic organizer is a medium grade. You cannot afford to not do this. Some of you who are really struggling in this class right now, this could really help you, especially because I did the last TDA with you, and you're going to notice in a second that this TDA is going to look pretty similar to the TDA that you wrote before. I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and as soon as you open it up, it's going to say time to draft. You guys are actually going to have a tutorial. As soon as you get through the tutorial, it'll say time to draft, and it will show you the rubric. The rubric is broken down for you so you understand what you are being graded on. For this assignment, you will be focusing on the title and the body paragraphs of your essay. If you get stuck, try using the tips and lessons on the left-hand side of the screen to help you out. The rubric says each topic sentence supports the thesis. Each piece of evidence supports the topic sentence. Explanation shows how the evidence supports the topic sentence. Language is specific and concise. That means you use words that express exactly what you mean. Cut out anything that's unnecessary. You address all parts of the task. You're answering all parts of the prompt. Remember, we talked about that. You have a strong organizational structure. You have body paragraph 1 and everything about body paragraph 1 in body paragraph 1 in the correct order. Topic sentence, evidence, explanation. Body paragraph 2, topic sentence, evidence, explanation. Body paragraph 3, topic sentence, evidence, explanation. It all goes in that order very nicely. You analyze what the text has to say, and you pull out the text evidence and put it in your paper. You can quote directly and you can paraphrase, but you need to remember your citations as well. Make sure you reference your main ideas and key details several times. That's every time you write your topic sentence, you should be restating your main idea, like your thesis. You use transitions. You don't just start writing body 1, body 2, body 3. You transition between them. One way, another way, the last way. Okay, transitions like that. We did that with the Sorry Wrong Number TDA. And then make sure that you use vocabulary and language from the text. You're not writing like you're texting your best friend. You're writing like you're writing a very nicely worded essay, and you're using vocabulary words that come from the text if it's applicable. And then, of course, we don't want any grammar errors. We want 0, but sometimes we all make mistakes. Even Ms. Rivers makes mistakes. So it's important that you proofread, and that if you do have any grammatical errors, they don't interfere with what you're trying to say in your essay. So then you'll click Start Writing, and this is what your TDA will look like. You will see your prompt, and you will see your text over here to the side. If you notice, it is a drama. We just got done reading dramas. We just got done learning about dialogue and stage directions and how you need to read a drama. So this should be okay for you to handle. It says, read the following drama, which focuses on a character's first job, then respond to the TDA prompt. Remember, when we write TDAs, the first thing that we do is we read all the text provided, and then we analyze the prompt. If you want to analyze the prompt first and then read all the text provided, that's okay too. But you need to do one of those two things as you start. Read the drama, make sure you understand it. If you look at this, you're going to see off to the side, on the left-hand side, you see number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it goes all the way to 22. And that is counting the paragraphs in the drama, counting the paragraphs in the drama. That is because if you cite, which you should be citing in a TDA, you will take the author's last name, Frail, and because you don't have a page number, you're going to use the paragraph number. So if you find text evidence in paragraph 14, you'll put parentheses, Frail, 14, close parentheses, then your period mark after that. So make sure that you're citing. They gave you those numbers on the left-hand side so that they can help you come up with your citation, okay? So it says authors over here on the prompt, it says authors often use life events to help develop characters. Analyze how the author uses Vince's experience to help the reader learn about his character. Use evidence from the drama to support your response. This sounds very familiar to the Sorry Wrong Number TDA. Instead of analyzing setting and plot this time, we're analyzing life events and characters. How do the life events of one character develop that character? Okay. How did what happens to Vince impact who he is, what decisions he made, what type of person he is? Read this drama, read the prompt, analyze the prompt, make sure you understand what it is that you are going to have to do. And then if you look over here to the right, you will see that you are required to add a title. Your introduction is optional. If you do it, you will get credit for it. That could make up for a body paragraph that you're missing if you can't find 3 body paragraphs. Let's say you only find information enough for 2 or 1. That introduction, it's going to tell you how to write it. You click on it. It says you need a hook, a bridge, and a thesis statement, and it walks you through what each of those things are. You do not have to have an introduction. I'm not taking points off for it. I am only offering extra points to do it. It is optional. It says it right here. It says introduction optional. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. You are required to have 3 body paragraphs. I am grading 3 body paragraphs. Your body paragraphs need to have a topic sentence, evidence, and an explanation. If for whatever reason you can't find enough evidence to have 3 body paragraphs, you need to come up with enough for 1 or 2 body paragraphs, and you need to make sure that body 1 and body 2 have a topic sentence, evidence, and an explanation. If you scroll down here where it says add another body paragraph, you will see where you're able to do that. And then down here where it says add your conclusion, it is also optional. We did not for every single one of my classes, we ran out of time. So for every class, we didn't discuss how to build an introduction, how to build a conclusion. But for every single one of my classes, we discussed how to build body paragraphs. And we focused heavily on that topic sentence, evidence, and explanation. It is going to be so important for you to make sure that you do this graphic organizer before you attempt to type your essay. Remember, you read all text provided to you, you analyze the prompt, then you create your graphic organizer. Then you do your rough draft, you edit and revise, get your final draft ready to go, type your final draft, proofread it, get it submitted. Do not skip the graphic organizer step. It is a quiz grade alone, and it's going to help you build your body paragraphs. You guys were so impressed when we were writing our TDA in class. You're like, oh my gosh, Ms. Rivers, we had all of our information in our body paragraphs or in our graphic organizer. We had all the information for our body paragraphs in our graphic organizer. And that's the point of doing the graphic organizer. You organize your thoughts, you get everything ready to go. And then when you write your rough draft, you're just taking your information from the graphic organizer and you're putting it in your rough draft. This should be pretty easy for you guys because we did this together already. Okay, if you have any questions throughout the entire time of this TDA process, please reach out to me. Please don't wait until the last minute to start this TDA. It is way too important for you to do that. Make sure you're using your time wisely. I will help you with this TDA if you show up to tutoring from 3:45 to 4:45 on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I cannot help you write the TDA, but I can help you think through the prompt. I can help you pull out pieces from the text, but it's going to be up to you to write the body paragraphs. I am only grading the body paragraphs for this TDA. If you do write the introduction and conclusion, just remember that's extra credit. So just to recap really quick, in Google Classroom, when you go under classwork, you are going to see that there is a new topic. It is called Unit 2 Post-Assessment TDA. This is where your graphic organizer is. You are going to complete this graphic organizer right here using the prompt from No Red Ink and using the text in No Red Ink. So the prompt and the text are in No Red Ink, but the graphic organizer is going to be in Google Classroom. Once you are finished with the graphic organizer, I will provide you with feedback if you'd like. All you have to do is ask me. I'm happy to provide you with feedback. Just say, hey, Ms. Rivers, I submitted my graphic organizer today. Will you look at it and tell me if I'm ready to write my rough draft? Absolutely. I'm happy to do that for you. Submit it in Google Classroom before you start the rough draft in No Red Ink. Once you submit your graphic organizer, come on over here to No Red Ink, add your title, add your 3 body paragraphs. Remember, each body paragraph needs to have a topic sentence, evidence, and an explanation. And then go ahead and submit it when you have all 3 ready to go. I would encourage you, look for pieces of evidence in the text that are going to help you form 3 body paragraphs. I hope you get at least 2, but you are required to submit at least 1. 1 is not going to be a C, B, or an A paper. You're probably looking at a D. For 2 paragraphs, it might be a C or a B, depending on what kind of information you have. If you have all 3 body paragraphs and your evidence supports the claim, your evidence is explained well, you're looking at an A paper, okay? So make sure you're taking your time with this. Make sure you're asking questions about it. I'm happy to help you. But because we're on this hybrid schedule, I don't get to sit with each and every single one of you while you write this essay. So make sure you're reaching out if you need help. Please don't put this off until the last minute. If you need me, you know how to contact me, arivers@horrycountyschools.net. Pop a comment in Google Classroom. I'll try to get back to you as quickly as I can. Come to tutoring, ask me in class. Other than that, good luck. I wish you the best. You guys are going to do awesome. I already know. Use the TDA that we wrote together to help you get through this TDA. Use the graphic organizer we created together, okay? Use it to help you generate ideas about this new TDA. Bye, guys.